Hello, everybody. This is DJ Silene, also known as Miss Corn. And today I wanted to show you how to create an activity on Seesaw. Okay. And it's going to go with the theme. If I can do it, trust me, you'll be able to do it too.
Okay, so when you get to Seesaw, you will go over here where it says Add and click on that button and assign activity.
When you get here, I'm on my library, I'm going to click on Create New Activity. And you go over here, add template for student response, and I'm going to drawing. And here is where the magic will happen, okay? Usually what I like to do, I go down here and I like to pick a background color. Let's say we want to go with blue, and it already colors the background for you. I'm going on a text box. And what I love about this is you could see there's already two different colors that they already make the contrast for you. I think that's pretty nice. And my activity will be animals that live on trees. And we're going to be sorting. And then when you need to change anything here, you need to click on this hand and that will let you select. And as I select, I can make it bigger. I can change I'll bring it down a little bit so we can change the font. See the three little dots under? It lets you change the style. So you can choose, do you want this style? Do you want narrow, classic? So you can pick the font that you want with this. For this, I might pick something easy. Classic, I think it's always good. And I'm going to make it a little smaller, move it over here. And that's where I'm going to be putting my sorting box. I'm going to create another box. It's going to be where the animals are going to go, the ones we're going to sort. Clicking on the hand always lets you move things around. So let's say my animals are going to go here. And now I'm going to get the animals that we're going to sort. I go on the camera. There is the upload button. And on my documents, I already have some animals that I have downloaded from Google. And you just go to Google, put the name of the animal that you like to find, and you save it to your documents. And the cool stuff is when you run your documents and you have your pictures, you're only gonna need to drag. All right, dolphin. I'm just gonna drag some animals. Bee. And we're going to fix all that. A koala, a horse. So I'm going to, for the sake of time, I'll be putting 3 animals that live on trees and 3 animals that don't, okay? So once they're here, it's very easy. You're going to size it. So I'm sizing the monkey, sizing the koala, the bee, the dolphin. And again, you can put more. I think when I did this activity, I put maybe 6 animals, but just for the sake of time, because I think you understand, getting the idea of how easy this is. When you get here, you might want to move this, make this thing bigger. I click on the hand. Then I need some help, I click on the hand. All right, and then I throw it in, moving it in just to make sure they fit. And this would be the animals that live on trees. And again, when I did this, I put more. I put about 6 and left some out. But this is pretty much it, okay? Now, another thing you need to do is you need to lock things in place. So there are these 3 little dots, and it's very important that you lock them in place. because if you don't lock, the kids will be moving the stuff that you don't want them to move. Now, the pictures that you want them to move, you don't lock the pictures. And then they still can, make them bigger or smaller, but the stuff that you don't want them to move, for instance, I don't want them to be moving this rectangle. So I go ahead and I click on the 3 dots and I lock it. And now, even if they want to, they won't be able to move this. So that's pretty much it. That's how you make an activity. Now, when I made my activity, I ended up making an answer key because I do believe in answer keys. I think that gives children a chance to do their work and not have to rely on an adult correcting for them. What you do for the answer key, you duplicate the page. So you can see over here, I'm duplicating the page. So now I have 2 pages that are the same. And at this moment, I'm working on page number 2. What I did is I just went ahead and I wrote the name of the animals. Like, let's see, duck. Because I also wanted to give them the names. Sometimes parents, they don't speak English or they don't speak English well, or they might speak other language. You might put an animal that they are confused, what is this? So this also creates the name of the animal. Maybe they forgot, maybe they don't know in English. So that helps the parents. So the koala was already on the tree. So my answer key, I had it like here, already here. So on my activity, I also told them in the directions that they needed to say the animals. At the end, they were supposed to tell me the animals that live on trees. That was part of the activity. It gets them to interact a little more and kind of learn more the names of the animals in case they are, still learning what the animals are called. So here's the monkey, here's the bee. And again, on mine, I had 6 animals, so they filled up the whole part. I'm still naming the animals that do not live on trees. And of course, my children, they're young, they don't know how to read, but if you're doing this activity with, kindergarten, first grade students, they start looking at the words, how they're spelled, they can read, and my grade parents can read for them and help them. Now, for the answer key, I'm going to go ahead and lock everything because I really don't want them to do anything with the answer key except look at it and learn from it or check their work. So those parts that already came from the first slides are already locked. And if you happen to lock something and you want to move it later, it's very easy. You just click again and you unlock. That's that. Here is the bee. I'm locking the monkey, locking the word. This here, I'm going to double check, but see, it's already locked because it came from the first slide. I'm going to lock the dolphin. And hold on, because I'm going to tell you how we're going to put some instructions to this, directions for them to know what they have to do. And then what you do is you click on these arrows. Page 1, because now I'm thinking I'll like this a little bit bigger. And again, you see how easy it is? I just unlock and I move and I lock. Okay, and then you click on this green arrow and that will save the activity. And then here comes the instructions, right? First you have to put a title. So my title is going to be Animals That Live on Trees. All right, and over here comes the instructions now. So my amazing assistant showed me this paper, and this paper is the shortcuts for all the little icons that go with the program. And if possible, I'll try to put a link in this video in the description so you can see this page because it's total lifesaver. And the first thing they have to do is they have to click on that plus sign, right? So click on, and the plus sign is colon, plus colon. And as you're doing this, you will not be seeing the pictures. But when you save, that's when you're going to see it. So first, they're going to click on that plus sign. Number 2, I want them to use the little hand. Click move and drag the animals that live on trees into the rectangle. Check your answers on the next page. You know, I mean, we don't want to reinforce wrong learning. So as they're going to talk about it, we're going to want them to say the correct names for the animals that live on trees, right? So the number 4 is going to be use, and then it's going to be Mike. Say to tell me the names of the animals that live on trees. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. When it's saved, it's already showing the icons. Right, now there is also a part where you can do a voice. I want to add that. Let's say I forgot to add it, or right now I didn't tell you about it, so I'm gonna go back. You get on those 3 little dots on the bottom right, and you click on edit activity. And I went right back there and then add voice instructions. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add what I just said. Hi, boys and girls. First, I want you to click on the plus sign. Then I want you to use the hand and drag the animals that live on trees into the rectangle. Check your answers on the next page. Use your mic to tell me the names of the animals that live on trees. Then you click the stop. And if all goes well, it's going to be my little voice directions, because little kids, you know, if they don't know how to read, they can get it over here. So let's check this out. Hi, boys and girls. First, I want you to click on the plus sign. That's about it. If you don't like it, there's a trash can and you can record yourself again. And that's that. And then you save it. And here is my activity. Okay, so here it is. So if they want to play, the instructions is right here. Boys and girls do not need to be with grown-ups to do it. If they learn that that's, you know, how they read their directions and they are trained to do this, they can do it by themselves. And then you know how to assign, right? You go into your assign button over here and you can assign this activity to 1 student, the whole class, 5 students, whatever, how many you like to do. And that is how you create an activity on Seesaw. So friends, come on. It cannot be any easier than that, can it? And if you create activities, please share with everybody. There's a bank there of activities. Other teachers put it up. When I create activities, I'll also put my activities up. I'm just barely starting, so wait to see more from me. And I love when you do that. And if you've done already activities, all I can say is thank you. And let's work together, because we can work smarter and not harder. And trust me, we want to make it easy. And I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Did it work for you? What's going on? Do you like this program? I'm loving it. I just love it. So anyway, I hope to see you here next time. If you haven't signed up for, to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. I need all the support I can get. All right, guys. Bye-bye.